Hello friends, and welcome to our channel, Mornings at Sunrise Cottage. My name is Vicki. I'm here with Neil, and this is a trip that we took out to Hollister while we were down near Branson, and we went to this wonderful antique, I guess you'd call it a mall, and it was called the Creekside, and you can look that up if you're out in that area. The flea hag gave us information on how to find these places that I'm going to show you today. We love this flea market here. As you can see, it had lots of jewelry. It just had lots of everything. Look at that pretty little set of canisters there. It had old photographs, and I looked in some of them and they were awesome. And like if you want to have older jars or whatever, they've got those. They had a lot of these deer heads and stuff there. I'm just now learning that people put these in antique shops. And they had this saddle. Lots of silver and silver plate. I thought this was neat. They had like wedding dresses, gloves, shoes, and china galore. And we all know these old-time bowls like our grandparents had. And look at this old clock here. I could have stayed in there for hours, but it was the last one that we saw. Look at those toys. Wouldn't a little girl just love those? And they had a lot of unique items. I love this old Hoosier cabinet. There, that was beautiful. And this old recipe book. And isn't that a good way to display your rolling pins? And look the way they had the black light on this so that you could see what it was. And there was a little place that you could sit down and get ice cream or a drink like a Coke or whatever. I think those may be called goat wagons. And I really like this right here. I've been wanting to get me a milk can for a while. I guess they had the most glassware, dishware, and china that I have seen in any store. They had rooms of it. And look at all these lamps. And here's some more cookie jars. And some old doors. I love it when they have the old doors. And someone had made a bar out of an old barrel. And here's a Victrola. And a loom. You don't see a lot of looms around. They had furniture, and look at these dishes. I thought those were beautiful. And horse and wagon lights. They had dishes of every color, and they had like these huge sections just in specific colors. they had a lot of this embroidery and cross stitch. They had a lot of these army or military items. These dishes with the pheasants on them were interesting. And old tubs, film reels. And this was a chimney stove cover. Like when they would take it down in the summertime and then they would put that up while they didn't have their stove up there. Look at all the old furniture, how pretty the antique furniture. And there's a big old rooster. How do you like that chest in the background there? And so many people are using these old machine drawers. And they're just doing all sorts of things with them. And here's a collection of the chalk dogs. And see, here's another whole section of these different types of dishes, and there were spools. I really like this buffet or hutch that these dishes were in. And isn't that cute? The little pig cookie jar. And I think this is another one of those old Hoosiers. And what a cool turkey plate or platter. And I like this old time light. They just had so many items. And if you have a hankering for a carousel horse, you just saw one. They had quilts. Another carousel horse. I always love those old-time scales. But can you believe that I completely missed that pie sitting on them? I sure would have liked to have had that. And then here was an old-time china set for a little girl. And just look at this spool holder. Look how many different kinds of thread that would hold. Now, that finishes up this store, and we will go to 2 more stores in this same town. This is Old Town Hollister, and they are reworking the buildings, and it is so pretty there. And there's an old train across the way. It's just a really pretty place. Look at all this rock work that they've done and the way the wood is on the buildings. We enjoyed that, and we walked down the street and we found a little store down there and went in. And when we get down to it, I will show you through that little store. People were actually working, so they're right in the midst of trying to redo this entire section here. Isn't that neat? Try to get a close-up of it so you could see all the details of everything. That was the store that's going to start. Now here's a picture of the train. And they have a mural all the way up the edge on the other side. Now this was the little store that we went in here, I think. Guess not. It's up here somewhere. And here's the Twinkle Market. So here we are in the Twinkle Market. And they had one little section there where they cooked and stuff, and they had all these unique little decor items. That was such a pretty light there. Isn't that pretty? I like their pillows. And they had signs and jams and jellies and a little bit of everything. Now, the next slide that you're going to see here, this is a antique mall, just a small one that's right across from that. So these two are all in these two antique malls plus this store is all in the town of Hollister. Look at those benches there. They had some of these, and then they had a lot of antiques. They just had a lot of different things. I thought that stove was very interesting there. And that stained glass. They had some furniture here also. This would have been a great corner shelf, and they had the old doors here too. This was on kind of like a side room they had there. And isn't that an interesting bed? And they had these of the Beatles, and they had lots of books and pictures. An old-time school desk. Snowshoes. And that's a really cute little cabinet there that has a chicken wire on it. And I thought that was a good thing to do with trays. A lot of times we find ourselves with a lot of these silver-plated trays, and that was a good idea on how to use those. And that was a cute canister set back there too. And ladies, they had hats. And look at that baby buggy. This finishes up all the videos that we have that we took in Branson and the areas around it. So don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and make a comment so that you will be added into our contest. Remember, we've got the things from Baker Creek coming up in 2 weeks on the last Thursday of this month. I hope everyone has a good week, and we hope to see you back here on Tuesday. May God bless you and your family. Bye, friends.